I'm George, and I'm one of the directors of Raising Hearts Foundation, and today we are going to be talking about environmental conservation. More specifically, we are going to be talking about how we can conserve our environment by managing waste. And with me today, I have an environmental specialist who is going to introduce herself, and she's going to help us understand how best we can manage our waste, including the different types of waste that we have, the best ways to manage it, and some of the benefits of managing waste.
Thanks for the invite. I'm Faith Njeri, an environmentalist currently pursuing a course in environmental science. Also, I'm a member of Spice Warriors organization. The organization deals with environmental conservation, charity works, and cleanups.
So guys, we know that the environment is something that surrounds us, and we can get a lot of benefits from the environment. For example, we get our food from the environment, but we also have to realize that anytime when we partake in man-made activities, we produce waste. So today we are going to be talking to Faith about some of the ways in which we can manage waste and some of the benefits of waste management. But the first question is, Faith, what is waste?
Thank you. First of all, when we talk about waste includes all items that people no longer want to use them and they want to discard them, or they have already discarded them to the environment.
So, like you've heard, waste is anything that you are no longer using and you want to discard it. So this could include things like paper, it could include things like even plants. So Faith is going to take us today through some of the categories of waste and examples in each of those categories so that we can better understand what types of waste we have in the environment before we can go to how we are going to manage those wastes. Yes.
First of all, I can talk about there are 4 or 5 major of waste. So first there is liquid waste. Liquid waste, under liquid waste there is wastewater, sewage, the sewage that we see around. Then there is solid waste. There is hazardous waste, there is biomedical waste. Biomedical waste, especially those syringes, needles, that waste from hospitals. Yeah.
So you've heard, there's a lot of waste and Faith has categorized them very well. But the next question is, with all of these different kinds of waste and we want to manage them, what are some of the effects, or why is waste bad to the environment so that we need to manage it? What are some of the effects that leaving waste lying around can bring to us as human beings or animals or even other plants?
Thank you. So first of all, waste causes pollution, either water pollution or soil pollution. So when you go around, you see plastics on the soil, that's plastics, papers, wood, that's soil pollution. In water, you can see factories discarding things in the rivers, plastics in the rivers. If you go around Nairobi River, you can see that.
Yes.
You know what I mean when I say that. So another thing is waste. Effects of waste. Another thing is it can lead to diseases. When you handle if you don't handle the waste properly, it can lead to diseases. E.g., I saw a documentary somewhere. People collect waste from Dandora dam site. I think you know about the dam. So people go there, pick things so they can go and sell them. They can recycle them and sell them. So those people, they don't have protective gears. Yeah. They pick the things with their hand. So if there is a needle inside the waste, it can inject somebody and they can acquire a disease. Also, when we dump things in rivers, that water is human being consumption. So that waste, when somebody drinks that water, it can have cholera, typhoid, things like that. Another thing, when waste is in the environment, it brings a bad scenery. You can compare this place, it's clean, but what if there were plastic at this place? It bring bad scenery to the environment. Yeah.
So guys, you've heard hizo ni some of the ways that environment is polluted by waste, and it's good. Faith ameongelelea kuhusu how waste is recycled, I might add, illegally from Dandora, and inani remind there's a story that during COVID, ile time watu walikuwa wanauza masks.
Yeah.
Masks were being recycled. So unapata mask umetumia mask umetupa, and then somebody goes and picks it, and then they wash, wanaipiga pasi, and then they sell it to you, the same mask. And that raises one question. It means that there is no proper waste management in let us say in Nairobi or in the country at large. And that is one of the problems that is facing Nairobi County. I heard Governor Sakaja talking about that. So can you please tell us nini inaleta hii shida ya waste management hapa Nairobi?
First of all, I would like to define what is waste management. This is our processes that are required to be done to manage waste. First of all, it starts from collecting the waste, transporting the waste up to the disposal sites, and the aftercare of the disposal sites. Yeah. So, you talk?
Oh, I've just learned something. You said waste management includes even the transport.
Yeah,
and
collecting, transporting, and disposal. Yeah.
Oh, because
and even the aftercare of the disposal
site. Yeah. Because I did not know really that, or rather, sijawahi imagine that waste management inaweza include hiyo transport, but it now makes sense. Yeah. So my question was, kama watu wanaenda kuchukua hii waste, kama vile nimesema story na mask, na wewe pia ulisema watu wanachukua say plastics, nywele kuzitumia, also plastic bottles, wanaenda kuzicollect kuzitumia for their purpose. At which point of the waste management cycle ndio inafanya watu wakue wanaweza enda kuzichukua na wanazirecycle illegally?
At which point?
Yeah, because umesema kuna collection, transport, and then disposal and then aftercare. So between hizi nne ni wapi unaweza sema kuna vile the county government of Nairobi haifanyi kazi yake vizuri, ndio inafanya watu waweze kuzipata hizo takataka na inaweza waumiza kiafya?
First of all, how wajui, so how they just bring, but how watu maskini, especially people living around Dandora, so hiyo poverty imewafanya watoke nje waende watafute. Ukiona the documentary nakwambia kuhusu, immediately the car is disposing the waste, people are down there picking. So hata hao majamaa wakiongelesha waambie you must wear gloves, you must do what, hawezi sikia, but because hapo ndio wanatoa chakula ya every day, so they have to pick that, they go and recycle it to make these meals and eat something.
So we have seen, I think what Faith amesema raises a question that, or rather inatuambia one of the problems that waste management, if not properly done, can create problems. Kwa sababu umesema hawa watu wakienda for example kuchukua plastic bottles na hii waste ilikuwa iko na syringe hapo ndani, inaweza dunga mtu alafu apate ugonjwa, si ndio? So that is one of the effects that improper waste disposal can cause to human beings. And now yes, so Faith is going to talk about the methods of disposing waste so that isikue inaweza umiza mtu ama nyama ama plants. So what are some of the ways that we can dispose waste properly?
First of all, it's landfill. The same at Dandora, but they put people around to organize. Kama mtu anataka kupikitu akuja niva something, you can use to pick something, so apeleke nje. So landfill, it involves somewhere just set aside. The Nairobi County set that place aside to dispose waste. That's landfill, number one. Number two is another way for disposing waste is through recycling. Badala ya kupeleka huko disposal Dandora, kama hiyo wig yenye watu anaenda kurokota pale, hiyo wig unaweza online waambie mtu niko nauza wigs at low prices ama na donate. I'm donating a wig, I'm donating old clothes, I'm donating this and that. Badala ya kuweka kwa uchafu ipelekwe Dandora. So now it does make work easy. Another thing is through incineration. Incineration is burning of waste at high temperatures. Hiyo ina involve hizo biomedical waste. Hizo zenye haziwezi kuwekwa tu ovyo hivi. So another method is injecting, underground injection. Hiyo ina involve radioactive waste. Zinapelekwa kwa ndani, zinadungwa, zinapelekwa kwa ndani ya ground ndo discuss nini around the environment. Then another method of disposal of waste is through composting. Composting, I know a compost site. Hiyo ya ushago. That's the best way of recycling waste. Kwanza hao wase wanajua hii kitchen refuse unaweka hapo, hizi mahindi zimetoka wapi, nini, plastic they put aside, what they put aside. That makes a very nice manure to use in a farm. Yeah, I think I've talked about 5 methods. 5 methods. Yeah.
Okay, so Faith has talked about some of the methods that we can use to ensure that we have properly disposed the waste, and dispose waste vizuri, by the way, it will leave the environment healthy and in a make environment ikue, I can say, sustainable, because environment ikiendelea kuwa healthy, it's just like a human being, it will continue to grow and serve us more. So some of the ways she has said that we can use to dispose these things are landfills. She has also talked about a compost pit that unachukua organic waste kama kitchen refuse, unaziweka hapo, unaziseparate plastic aside, na hizo zenye zinaweza decompose na zinaweza tumika kama manure to even grow plants. She has also talked about, she says it's the best. And another way amesema ni we can use deep injection. Hii amesema ni things to do with radioactive waste. So they are injected deep into the ground, yenye hata ukichimba choo yako hauwezi ipata. Very deep inside the nini. And then she has also talked about incineration. Incineration is
waste under high temperatures.
Under high temperatures. Yeah. So in this case unachukua hizo waste zenye
biomedical waste, hizo placenta, syringes, hizi ni vitu zenye ziko medically.
Yeah. Unazichoma zinakuwa ash. And then there's one recycling, which I think is one of the best methods, because badala ya ukimalizia kitu, she has given an example of a wig, instead of throwing it, you can sell them. Especially the celebrities. Chukua hiyo wig, peleka jiji and try and sell it. You can even donate. Yes. Raising Hearts Foundation, by the way, is a charity organization. You can donate to us. We will be leaving our contacts down there. You can help us with those wigs, those clothes, or those things that some of the waste, by the way, imenikumbusha ni electrical waste. Unapata uko na radio mzee and then you want to throw it. These parts za wire zenye ni scrap metal. Yeah, instead of, kama hii radio inaweza tengenezwa, you can donate those things to charity organizations, and it will ensure,
even if you can't donate it, you can repair it for use.
Exactly, you can repair it and reuse it. So those are some of the ways of waste disposal, but now give us some of the benefits. Sasa tumesha dispose hii waste vizuri. What benefits will we get from disposing this waste well?
First of all, the effects were it causes pollution. So the benefit will be it controls pollution. Ina control maji utai. In fact, tukimanage waste vizuri, Nairobi river, it can be a very clean river.
Inaweza kuwa hata na samaki.
Yeah, it controls water pollution, it controls soil pollution. Hautaenda ovyo ovyo ukipata nini uchafu. It also controls air pollution. Yeah, it just control pollution. Yeah. Secondly, it controls spread of infectious diseases. The diseases I've told you people can get from when the waste is disposed properly. There are many diseases: typhoid, cholera, what and what. So it really controls them. Then when we have done a very good disposal of waste, the scenery of the environment is good. It's very smart. Itakuwa smart kabisa. No, hapa ni pasafi. There is no waste.
Itakuwa
sawa kabisa. Ingine ita produce new products. You see, when you recycle the waste, we bring new products in the market.
In the market, yeah.
By the kuna nini, an hotel that I went to, nini, wame convert a tire into a chair. Hey, it's very smart.
Yeah.
You can make a very good garden with plastics. That 20 jerrycan plastic, instead of throwing it, you can cut it into half, fill it with soil, make a very nice garden.
But yes.
Yeah, you fill with soil, plant there flower of the vegetables, onions. They do very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sasa kuna wakati, I'm not sure of which year, but NEMA iliban plastic.
Yeah.
2017. But bado napata kuna plastic. So unaweza sema ni watu hawajui effects ya plastic ama ni vile ni cheap, but mbona watu bado, because it is now illegal to have those plastic bags za kurap nayo nini. Because hata Rwanda walijaribu, but Rwanda is now clean. But unapata hapa Nairobi bado plastics ziko na ilikuwa ban. So unafikiria nini inaweza kuwa shida? Ni vile watu hawaelewi impacts ya plastic ama wanaelewa lakini wanakuwa tu vichwa ngumu?
First of all, the government of Kenya did the best thing. Hata kama wajaikata yote, but they reduce.
Yes.
They really reduce.
So, hakuna ile
sana. Wali reduce sana. Then about the people, it's lack of, some are just ignorance. Ignorance. Wanatafuta tutao chakula, so wanasema acha tutumie, it's a must I use it. They don't make options. Just wameleta hizi papers zingine.
Yeah.
Insect wachukue hiyo, wanaona iende hivi. So ingine ni lack of awareness.
Yeah.
Tunafaa tu educate, tuambie hii karatasi ya plastic inaweza fanya hivi kwa environment, inaweza fanya hivi. So another thing is lack of awareness. So tunafaa tu awareness
to pay watu awareness, which is what we are doing, guys. By the way, we are trying to educate people. This is the impact of waste management to the environment. Na hii environment ndio inatulisha. Hiyo chakula unakula inatoka kwa environment. It is serving us for free. So ile wakati unatumia plastic bag na unaiwacha kwa environment, you are harming the environment, and in a way unajiumiza pia. So we are supposed to ensure that at least kama utatumia hiyo plastic, because kuna wakati mwingine inabidi umetumia. Unapata sahani ya plastic. If you have an option to use an environmentally,
we should talk in the Kenyan government, talk in the manufacturing sector, as in waongeleshe. Bado kuna manufacturing sector, bado ina manufacture the paper,
the plastic. Yes,
wanafaa waongeleshe, waambie to ban this nini, hata waweke penalties.
Yes.
Environment tukiweka penalties, kama if you go around you see on the roadsides, wameka penalties if you dispose here or post something on the walls,
utakuwa fine
83,000 shillings. So mtu anaona hiyo ni pesa mingi. So hata environment wakijaribu kuweka hizo nini penalties, fines, I think it can try to work. Utaona kampuni yako itapoteza pesa mingi kulipa hizo penalties.
So I think Faith ameongelelea penalties, which is now upon the government of Kenya to try and, I think we have very good policies kama hiyo policy ya NEMA, but sasa implementation ndio imekuwa shida. Kwa sababu unapata mtu anasema awacha tu nitumie plastic, najuana na ule karao akikuja nitampea 50 bob, 100 bob. But if we have penalties, it will ensure that mtu anaogopa kwa nikirusha plastic hapa na alafu nishikwe, nitalipa 83,000 shillings. Nitauza shamba ndio kwa sababu ya plastic. Yeah, so that is I think a good point that needs to be considered. And now Faith, let me ask you, because Raising Hearts Foundation is mostly dealing with youths. Sisi kama youth, what can we do to ensure that tumejaribu ku conserve waste, or rather tumemanage waste vizuri?
First of all, these are very nice organization. That's very good job you're doing. You are inspiring many of us. That's a very nice job. So first of all, as you have you ever organized for cleanups?
Yes. I did not mention, sorry. Raising Hearts Foundation tuko na different pillars. Like Raising Hearts ni jina moja kubwa kama organization, alafu we have two small groups in between. One of them is called Raising Hearts Foundation Green, which is mostly talking about climate change, which is environmental protection. And once I think it's this year, tulienda Arboretum tukafanya cleaning ya hiyo river and tukafanya cleaning ya environment hapo around. We also looking for groups kama hiyo yenu. We go and plant trees. So as an organization under Raising Hearts Foundation Green, hiyo ni one of the things we normally do.
Yeah, that's very nice. So as youths, we organize for cleanups, even when there is no cleanups day. But that is a cleanup day, World International Cleanup Day. I think it happened in September or October, somewhere at the end of the year. So that day you organize for cleanups. Yeah, as youth you organize for cleanups. It will help in cleaning the environment, doing what and what. Then as youth, as we are doing right now, creation of awareness. You can go around telling people we should not do this, especially markets. Markets are the dirtiest places.
They're very notorious places.
Yeah, you can go there, you educate the people, you educate the mama mboga, you educate the people doing their businesses around there. You tell them throwing waste away is not a good thing. Then as you can start, but I don't know, recycling center in Nairobi. I think one is at Kilelesho. You can approach the organization. Then people pick bottles, something, things that can be recycled. Then you pick them, you take them there. The people, you want something small. That I think the youth can do something like that. Also, mostly youths are the ones that collect waste around Nairobi.
Yes.
Huyo mtu anakuja kugondia leta 50 bob ya takataka. Yeah, mbili ya takataka. They are youth. Then majorly West has created employment for many youth. I was doing an attachment at a certain county. The cleaners are many. I don't know if here at Nairobi every town or market has cleaners. There every town has cleaners, and we follow up. So I was acting as an environmental officer. Every day you go to inspect, you look at if the market has been clean. You report back. So here I don't know unless wanakujanga kufagia usiku hatujui.
I think I've seen a couple of them wana cleaningi pale Jivanji. Jivanji imekuwa kusafi. Kuna I think wanakujanga
mapema.
Or but pia haikuangi regular sana.
Alafu another thing, the government really help with that kazi mtaani.
Yes.
They made very many places clean.
Yes.
I think the government should. Unajua hao wasee wanafanya kazi kupata do. Hawajui kuna kitu wana impact the environment. Hawajui. Tukiwafanyia tu awareness, they know that we have good job. It's very very fine. I think the government can do that. Jisema youth hatuna kazi, tunakaa nyumbani. They should bring that because it will be serving two masters. I earn something small, I conserve the environment.
Yes. So umesikia, as a youth out there's a lot that you can do to preserve the environment. Usingoje ukuje upate hiyo kazi mtaani ati ndio uende kuslash. By the way, you can start small hapo kwa environment yako tu. Usikumekaa kwa environment mahali unaona kuna takataka mingi. If you can pick them, you can do that. So I think that is all about waste management. But I have another question that I think you can touch on is kidogo tu tuambie, how can we, apart from here waste management, tunaweza improve aje environment now that tumesha conserve waste? Sindio? What else can we do to the environment to make it grow, like ikue iko sawa? Cause unapata vitu kama climate change zimefanya sahi environment haiko mzuri sana. Kuna places mahali it is very dry. Before we began the interview kuna niambia Kilifi ya kuja kuwa na rainfall for 4 years. What are some of the things tunaweza fanya also kama youth and as a country in general to ensure that tumefanya environment grow, we bring back the environment that was there before? Kwa sababu unapata ile environment tulikuwa tunapata 2002 haiko sahi, kwa sababu unapata place kama Upper Hill ilikuwa forest. Sahi kuna manyumba Wayaki way. Yes. Sasa tunaweza fanya nini?
First of all, I introduce the environmental conservation. I can define environmental conservation as a practice of preserving the natural world, protecting it from collapsing, which is brought by human activities, e.g. burning of fossil fuels, deforestation and more other. So first of all, kitu muhimu kwa environment inafaa tufanye planting trees. Trees, there are many benefits. First of all, trees in urban areas. Inafaa tuongeze miti Nairobi. Nairobi ndio tuko na magari mingi they do the emissions.
Yes.
The emission that the ones they emit like carbon. Carbon is a greenhouse gas.
Yes.
The greenhouse gas which cause climate change.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you plant trees, first of all, trees they are carbon sinks. Sinks ni ile penye itaenda. So now tree inatupa oxygen na inachukua carbon. So tukipanda miti, hizi emissions zenye magari zinatoa hizi, so they will settle on trees. So haita cause climate change sana. Yeah. Another thing we should do is waste management. Tufanye clean ups, tufanye nini,
So I think we've had a very productive interview. And kuna a lot by the way tunaweza ongelelea. Bado kuna vitu kama hiyo greenhouse gas ameongelelea. Watu hawajui greenhouse gas ni nini, but that falls under climate change, and we are going to have an interview about that by itself. It is going to be a topic on itself, climate change, some of the things that we normally do. Hata wewe mahali uko hapo nyumbani unaweza kuwa unafanya something but you really don't know. You're impacting the environment negatively. So some of the things we are going to be talking about in our next topic, which is going to be climate change, are some of the things zenye tunafanya ina impact the climate negatively. Hizi greenhouse gases ni nini tumeongelelea? Ni gases za green ama ni nini? The blue. We are going to talk about these things in our next interview. So that has been our time, and thank you so much.
Thank you.